Me. Good morning, guys. Welcome back to episode 26 of Let's Play Minecraft. Last episode, we were working on the dirt farm. Fail, I was looking at the dirt tower and I was like, oh, dirt farm. That's logical. No, we were working on the tree farm again, which is what we did last episode, obviously. So, yeah. Fun. Margaritas. So yeah, just continuing on here where we left off last episode. So yeah. What is that? That's like 1, 2, right? Yeah. I believe so. We are like even with the wall. Dang, we're really high. So we're putting these half slabs up so that the tree can't grow like a giant tree. Can't grow a giant tree, yes, that makes logical sense. Oh yeah, last night, I love Transformers, guys, and I've been watching show Transformers Prime, and I just saw the new episode today, and oh my god, I love it! Such a good show, man. That episode is like 56 for all of them, and it's the 4th episode of season 3, and I've been waiting for it for a while, and oh my god, I'm not going to spoil anything, but I'll tell you guys right now, it is pretty awesome. You know, it's just awesome what happens to the character, you know, or not the character, well, I guess yeah, to the characters, especially the Autobots, because they become triumphant. Alright, that is even, right? That is so even. Okay, cool. I was like, that is so not even. It's like, don't even go there, girl. Yeah, that'd be perfect. Alright, then. So yeah, for wondering why I'm using a pick on these half slabs is because these half slabs are the older ones before we got the update, and they are fireproof, and you have to break them with a pick, which sucks. I don't know why Mojang coded it like that, but you know, they do what they can. So, alright, let's break this. Get down here. See how that looks. Alrighty then, cool. We have finished. Alright, that looks cool. And I'm not gonna put, I'm missing a few slabs. And I'm not going to put any, like a roof around it like I did my other one, like between the half slabs. I'm just going to leave it like this. So, yeah. Auto-saving, dang, I've been playing for like 90 minutes now. Alrighty then, that's not cool, really. I think except from my NOS. You can't see that, but good can of NOS. It's an energy drink, by the way. Oh yeah, my thing came up. I changed my screensaver from the Super Mario Bros. One to like a custom one. I just use by 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. So yeah, I think that looks pretty cool, personally, but, you know, everybody hates Chris. Why am I singing that? I don't know. So yeah, but I guess after this, we really need to make, like a cattle farm, or whatever, or like a wheat farm, artificial wheat farm, correct. So that way it'll be much easier to get wheat, and it'll be out of the residential area, which is one reason why I moved the wheat farm. The other is because it wasn't even at the road. So, yeah. And in these episodes I try to think of something to talk about, which is usually going to be mostly about myself, like what my favorite pastimes are, and, you know, crap like that. So yeah, I did favorite color, I did favorite movie. What? I did favorite music. I did favorite pastime. Um, Favorite hobbies, I guess. Well, my favorite hobby as of right now is, of course, YouTube. Um, I've wanted to be able to record on YouTube ever since I was 5 years old, guys. Yes, 5 years old, and that's like whenever YouTube first came out. My brother introduced it to me, and I was like, hey, you just watched a cool video. Can I watch one? How do you get to it? He's like, just look up YouTube. And I was like, okay, cool. And this is back when my mom and I had like a dial-up, or yeah, I believe it was dial-up. We had to like log into something to access the internet. Kind of stupid, but well, actually, I think we had to like download the internet pretty much, just for it to work. So, but I was like, ooh, let's watch this, and I remember. This is also around the time that the first Cars movie came out, and my favorite song at the time was Life is a Highway by Rascal Flatts. And so, what do you do when you're on YouTube like that? I started watching that video, like the music and stuff, and I was like, life is a highway, I wanna ride it all night long. And so I just fell in love with it. And I was like, ooh, I want to be able to do stuff like this when I get older. Then I got into Transformers 2 years later, which, 2007. I got into Transformers, and then, I started looking up, Transformers online, because I wanted to learn more about it. And this is the beginning of me becoming a Transformers fan. I still am, but I just don't collect any of the things like I used to. So yeah. But I forgot what I was gonna say. Oh yeah. But I just fell in love with Transformers. And I just started watching a lot of it. I started watching the original series from 1984. That was really cool because I learned a lot from that, in the original series and all that. And from that, I also learned about video reviews, like a guy sits at a table, takes a Transformer out of a box, shows you how to transform it, does a review on it, like quality of plastic, what kind of colors it has. And the first review I believe I watched was, I can't really remember which one it was. You know what? I'm getting rid of these house labs. But I can't remember which one it was. I think it was like the 74 Camaro Bumblebee. And the guy did such a good review of it and how it did, and I was like, oh, let's see more. And I learned that there were 3 main classes of Transformers. You had Deluxe class, you had Voyager class, which is like the middle class, and you had Leader class, which is like, well, the more expensive ones. I believe the Deluxe class were like $10, the Voyager were 20, and then the other one was like 40. So, and I fell in love with Transformers. I just wanted to learn a lot more about it, and it just became my life. And from watching the first series, I was like, ooh, I want to watch more about it, and I eventually learned of a website, which is kind of like a show for all of the, all the Transformers stories that there were from 1984 to now, and, I was like, well, let's go see what these are, and that's how I learned about all the TV shows for Transformers. I got into the original one, of course, and then I started watching Beast Wars, and I didn't really like it, so I was like, nah. So I go to the next one, which is RID, and I was like, oh, this is cool, but the Decepticons were still animals and stuff, which I didn't like, because I wasn't the type of kid who had, like, a box of dinosaurs in his room. No, I didn't have G.I. Joes. I had can't remember what I had. So I had like a lot of Hot Wheels and stuff like that, and Legos, and that's about it. But I'm still gonna run out of not cobblestone, but wood. But I just fell in love with Transformers. And, you know, good lord, we are like even with this thing. But yeah. Dang it, what I was gonna say. Oh man. Yeah, but you know, then I went from RID to like Armada and then Energon, and I believe at this time, Cybertron was out. Transformers Cybertron, the TV show. And, you know, I used to wake up in the mornings before school around like 5:30 or whatever, and I'd watch last couple minutes of Astro Boy and Adult Swim, and then I'd, you know, see Transformers Cybertron. And here's the weird thing. It was on Cartoon Network, and they would skip, they would go like, they'd skip the first 2 episodes, go to the 3rd episode, and they'd skip the 4 and 5 and go to 6, and it was weird. You know, they skipped episodes. I didn't see them all, so I eventually had to go to YouTube to watch them. So yeah, that wasn't really cool, but you know, I never understood why they did that. I guess they're just trying to push out many episodes. I don't know. But yeah, I used to watch that before I go to school. And then here comes 2009 with Transformers animated, and I was like, cool, this is like really cool. And here's the cool thing about it. They actually show footage from the original 1984 cartoon. I believe it was in season 2 as well. And pretty much there's history videos for Optimus Prime. It's pretty much what it is. It's oh my gosh, I don't know how to explain it. It's like a pre-apocalyptic world, I guess you could say, where the Great War is over, the Autobots won, the original Optimus Prime is dead. Well, I guess all the original Autobots are dead except for Ultra Magnus, because most of them are in boot camp and stuff. Oh, how did that happen? I hate that glitch. But most of the Autobots have died off, except for the original Ultra Magnus, and he becomes the leader of the Autobots. And I didn't like this, but and Optimus wasn't anything but he was just like a washed down, like he was a Space Ridge repair bot, and he originally trained at the Autobot Academy to become an elite guard member, but him and his best friend Sentinel go to an organic planet which was strictly off limits for Cybertronians, and so he took the blame for Sentinel Prime, so that Sentinel Prime could become a elite guard member. Where'd the call go? So that Sentinel could become... Okay, I didn't even put it in my inventory. That was foul. But, yeah, he just took the blame for Sentinel. Sentinel never thanked them. And while they were there, they lost their good friend Elita 1, who becomes a Decepticon, Black Arachnia. And it kind of haunts Optimus a little bit, but then he learns to forgive himself. So yeah, I'm spamming torches up here so that crap don't spawn. I'm gonna do that for the actual wall too. Alright, cool. So yeah, what the heck? That was weird. That was like, it looked like camouflage from Halo. That was crazy, man. So yeah, but he's just the leader of the small group of band of Autobots. Eventually, they find the Allspark on a Space Ridge thing they're trying to repair, and Megatron encounters them, unfortunately. And he's like, oh, I want the Allspark. I can return Cybertron to its former glory. And pretty much at this time, the Decepticons are banned from Cybertron. They weren't destroyed, they were defeated though. And they're just in ships scattered across the galaxy. And Megatron, of course, has got this master plan to return to glory and stuff like that. That wasn't enough torches. That'll be good enough though. So yeah. Yeah, but it was a pretty good series. I just kind of fell in love with it, and then season 2, or not season 2, but I remember watching the first episode, and actually going back to the YouTube thing, I had like a fake YouTube channel. It wasn't even real, but I would just sit in my room and be like, hey guys, what's up, and then I got my webcam, my old webcam, and I started my channel called Ultra Magnus 05, which was 2005 when I wanted to start YouTube and I became like a YouTube dreamer or whatever. In 2005, Masterpiece MP05 was the Ultra Magnus model for the Transformers Masterpiece toy line. So that's kind of why I wanted to, be like that. But, yeah, and, what am I trying to say? Yeah, Ultra Magnus had the thing for Masterpiece and whatnot, and so I named my channel Ultra Magnus 05. I would just sit in my room and be like, hey guys, what's up, Didn't have a camera or nothing at this time. Look at the wheat farm right here. Wait. Water, wheat, water, wheat, wheat. Water, wheat, wheat. Yeah, that worked. Alright, cool. But that was pretty much just the basis of what happened. Like how I wanted to use it and stuff like that. But Ultra Magnus became one of my favorites. My favorite Autobot of all time is Optimus Prime, no doubt about it. And my second favorite one became Ultra Magnus, and so that's why I named it after them, because I saw a lot of channels on YouTube named Optimus Prime, so I was thinking Ultra Magnus. My plan was with my old channel, Ultra Magnus 05, it's no longer on YouTube, I deleted it, and my plan was to do video reviews, toys, Transformers toys, and then I grew up, and I was like, no, I'm going to use my money for better reasons, like paying bills and stuff like that, becoming responsible. So that was pretty fun. Yeah, but, I just, wanted to be one. And so I was watching the first episode of Transformers Animated, and I see Ultra Magnus on the screen. I was like, Mommy, look, it's Ultra Magnus! And I was like so happy, and, oh man, childhood moments, guys. Just, and it doesn't take much to amuse me. Like, I get amused very easily, It's like, for instance, I got amused by a package by 5 Gum. That's my favorite gum, and they changed their package design. I was like, ooh, that is so cool. And, same thing with the Doritos. They changed their package design. And I was like, ooh, that looks so cool. And my mom's like, really? You're freaking out over a chip bag design? I was like, yes, I am a geek. This is what geeks do. So, but she's not a geek, so she doesn't understand. And then season 2 came, you see Ultra Magnus for the, first time, not on a video screen, but in his full body and everything. And I was like, ooh, he looks so cool. Ooh, he's got a Magnus hammer. Ooh, that's cool. And then, I was watching Transformers Prime the other week, or last week or whatever, or 3 weeks ago, whatever. And I see Ultra Magnus, form up for the first time in the series, and I'm like, oh my god, no they did not. So, I got really happy with that. They got a good reaction out of me for that. So yeah, and he's pretty cool too, because he's very by the book, according to RC. So I am a Transformers fanboy, guys. I can just rant on and on about it. You can ask me pretty much any question about the Transformers series, and I will answer it correctly. Yeah, I can. Yeah, I don't speak about Transformers a lot though, because when I was in 3rd grade, I was obsessed with it, and I only had 2 friends because of that, because that's the only thing I'd ever talk about. It's like, hey, did you see the game last night? No, but I can watch Transformers, blah, 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 blah. So just start rambling on. Nobody liked me. And so I was like, well, you know what? I'm going to become the type of person who does not, who has friends. And so 4th grade comes, I move to a new school, and I actually get a decent number of friends, because I didn't, ramble on a lot about Transformers. So, that was a plus, I guess. So, yeah. Where are the... Ooh, guys, not that. I need to go sleep, too. But, yeah. Transformers, I love Transformers. But yeah, my hobby was YouTube. Then I didn't like how I was doing the YouTube channel thing, so I'm like, I'm going to change it up. I'm going to delete it because I didn't like it. I'm just going to go like this. That's even. Yes, it is. It is. But so I deleted that channel. I was like, yep, time to start over. And I recreate the channel, and I name it. I was actually sitting at my mom's bed one time, and I was like, what should I name my channel? Of course, I come up with the ridiculous name of Random X Archerman 17. Alright, and this was like in 2010, I believe. I was young, I was stupid. I didn't have any experience whatsoever, except for what little experience I did have from the first YouTube channel, which failed. And so I recreated it. It was Random X Archerman 17, and let's see, if I put wheat, water, wheat, water, wheat. Alright, cool. Let's see here. I failed, right? Because I don't have any dirt, do I? No, I don't. Failure. Actually, well, I just stole the dirt from here. Might as well, so. But, yeah, then I created Random X Archerman 17. And I did a few videos on that. I was young. I hadn't hit puberty yet. So my voice was like, oh my gosh, it's like, oh. And I was bigger, I was uglier. I was in like 5th or 6th grade. Actually, I think both 5th and 6th grade. When I was doing that. And one video that has gotten the most views, and the channel's still up, by the way, you can go check it out if you want to, but don't subscribe, just, watch one of the videos. And that was a tutorial on how to draw. Well, actually, these are 2 highest videos I got. How to draw an Xbox 360 controller, just impress your friends, and how to draw Zentangles, which it was 6th grade too, because that's what my art teacher taught me how to do. And I believe they got like 600 views or something like that, both of them. I think combined they had like 12 or 1300, maybe 1400, but that was actually really good for me. But I don't use a channel anymore, so I was like, why do I need it? Plus I didn't like how I was doing stuff, so I'm like, let me just start over here. And so I started over. I created a new channel, which is this one, probably Phoenix. And I was like, yeah, it's kind of stupid to have a channel called Random X Archerman 17 when it's not that catchy. People don't know you, really. I should just probably leave this dirt here. I'll probably the smart thing to do. But, you know, people don't know you. And so, why should I call myself that I'm not? I am Harley Phoenix, that is what I am. I am not Random X Archer Urban 17. Wasn't very catchy. So, why do I need it? You know? So I deleted it. Let's see here, just do something like this. You guys might know where I'm going with this. You might not know the... So we need, what is this, 5, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 6, 7, 8. 6, 7, 8, and 6, 7, 8. So yeah, but, you know, that was my little, YouTube channel. And now here I am. And I created this account, like, in June. And this is also the same time I pretty much created a new Facebook account. I didn't create a new Twitter, because, well, I didn't do anything on Twitter. That's why we're looking, worse for wear. But, you know, I didn't really... What was I saying? I can't remember right what I was saying, guys. It's like so stupid of me, but yeah, man. You know, so I didn't feel that. Well, yeah, I pretty much just recreated everything for me. New email, new Gmail, new all this crap and garbage. You know, I didn't really feel like doing anything else because I didn't really, well, like anything else, you know. So, that's my first hobby. Second hobby would have to be drawing. Now, this used to be my primary hobby because I used to love to draw, guys, but then I go to 5th grade. Then I learned that I can't draw correctly, and that everybody else around me is drawing anime. Hang on, guys, let me stretch out real quick. Man, my leg hurts. But, you know, I couldn't really draw. I mean, over here really quick. Hey. Yeah, everybody's drawing anime and, like, literally drawing circles around me. And so I'm like, no, I'm not going to do this, you know? And so I kind of got out of it. Actually, when I went to 5th grade, I was drawing, like, weapons and stuff, like guns and, yeah, guns and swords and all that. And, remember I'd ride the bus to school, or at my old school, really, and, I would always just draw, like, guns and stuff, and I drew an AK-47, and somebody just fell in love with it, and I draw, like, a skeleton, which I actually think was pretty cool for a 10-year-old, or 9-year-old, or however old I was. I don't know, that was, like, 3 years ago. But, yeah, that was my little, thing I used to do, and I kind of got out of that because, you know, I looked really good and stuff, but now I'm trying to get back into it, you know. I've been learning stuff. I learned how to draw better. The one thing I really want to draw is I want to learn how to draw people better, and something I love to draw is, I'm drawing right now, is like Halo stuff, like Spartan armor, and I've actually got a design for an aircraft vehicle, for Halo 5. I call it a stork, and I think it's pretty cool. So yeah, so yeah, but drawing is not one of my main passions. However, it is one of my favorites, and I'm trying to get back into it. Another hobby of mine, which, well, and it's not necessarily a hobby, I guess you could say. It's more of a... Actually, I don't even know if I have another hobby that I like to do. Could be wrong, but it could be wrong. Which I probably am, so most of the time I am. But, you know, why am I crouching on this? this will be our new wheat farm. Yay, we're wheating. We are wheating. Keep calm and grow wheat in Minecraft. Actually, I wonder where this group, like, keep calm thing came from. It's, you know, like when I first moved to my hometown, well, town I live in now, I didn't know any brand name items, you know, because I had to wear a uniform at my old school, so I never heard of, like, Aeropostale and Hollister and all that. So, you know, it was all new to me. And I'm like, what the heck is this? You know, what is this thing you're wearing that you call Aeropostale? Is that, like, a band or something? And everybody's like, you ain't never heard of Aeropostale. You're slow, or whatever. You know, whatever it is that people like to call me. You know. Yeah, and, that was, like, pretty much, my little story of how I came to this town and stuff, you know. But I wasn't really popular, you know, because I had, like, one guy, or actually, I think maybe 2 or 3 people in my class were popular, and, you know, so, yeah. Yeah. I'll just probably walk on top of this, just go down the water stream, like, pew, 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 and be like, walk down it again, be like, pew, 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 and then I'll just go, do, 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 and be like, you know, or whatever. You know what I'm talking about. I'm sure you do. Talking about harvesting wheat. I don't have any more talking. I do, man, I do. I do, man, I do. I need to have, like, a bed over here, too. And I guess we'll do a chest over here for the wheat to grow. I don't really know what I'm building right here. I'm just kind of floor design, I guess. So, anyways, guys, that is it for this episode. Thank you guys for tuning in, and as always, I'll see you guys in my next episode, which I'll probably record right now. So, anyways, guys, thank you for tuning in. I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.